Hello everyone, we are back for another rendition of our Saint Spotlight. Today we are honoring one of the most popular confirmation saints because she is the patron saint of music, Saint Cecilia. A lot of people who are interested in music or are passionate in music will choose Cecilia as their confirmation saint, and it will become pretty clear why as we go through her life and figure out how to live her mission in your own life. So although she's one of the most famous Roman martyrs, a martyr being someone who dies for their faith, not much is really known about her story because she comes from a very, very early point in the church's history. What we do know is that at a young age, she took a vow of virginity during time with God in prayer, but she was forced by her parents to marry a man named Valerian. During her wedding, she did what she called sing to God in her heart, hence why she is the patron saint of musicians. The man she was marrying was originally not an amazing person, but through this prayer of song to God in her heart during marriage, it's clear God accompanied her through this. Through her example, this man was converted and they remained holy virgins in their marriage. Both her and Valerian, up until the end, remained faithful. They were martyred in their faith. Legend has it, she lived for 3 days after being struck in the neck with a sword. And during this time, she asked the Pope to make her home into a church before she eventually died. And like Carlos Acutis, someone we talked about actually a few weeks ago, her body was found to be incorrupt hundreds and hundreds of years later. Pretty cool fact about a pretty cool saint. So Saint Cecilia is the patron saint of music. What does her story have to do with how we can live her mission in our lives today? So I'm not asking you to go and get stabbed in the neck or anything. I'm not even asking you to learn the trumpet or the trombone or somehow learn how to sing. My challenge is much more simple than that. I challenge you this week to carve out some time to do nothing except for to listen to some Christian or instrumental music. It's an activity that requires properly wasting time and giving over your own time. I had someone tell me one time that music is pretty selfish. It demands that you give yourself completely over to the music and the song that you are listening to. There's no way to speed it up, reverse it. Obviously, technology has changed that, but it's definitely not the same effect if you fast forward a song versus actually sitting and truly listening to it. Many times we feel like we need to work in prayer. We need to strive to get up to the next ladder or work to communicate with God. Yet at a time right now, we really just need to slow down more than ever. And this is just such a good way to have time, just you and God, no work necessary, to just take a deep breath with a greater focus and just... It's a little bit more than sitting in silence because you have music accompanying you, but anyone who wants to increase their ability to contemplate and sit in silence, I always recommend doing so with music as the first step. Carving out this time more and more will allow us to do what Cecilia did on the day of her wedding, and that is sing in our heart to the Lord. Let the beauty of music capture you even for just a few minutes this week. Just sit in it and marvel at its creativity and beauty, and you'll find yourself living with that mentality soon. So thank you for listening.